Welcome to VAR India News Hour. API economy is empowering digital transformation. Application programming interfaces make the modern digital world go round. APIs are the glue that holds more software together in 2021. At the same time, open APIs have enabled banks to realize multiple competitive advantages, including the ability to build enhanced offerings, improve customer engagement and loyalty, and create new digital revenue channels. They have also opened the way to building smart partnerships with third parties. This also gives businesses greater agility in terms of maintaining, upgrading, and scaling their software, and it lets them tap domain-specific expertise. APIs enable companies to more easily build products and services that would otherwise take too long to build. With this, developers can use these APIs to more easily access business-critical information and focus on other priorities instead. But realizing the full potential of APIs in banking is far from being achieved. Determining future priorities must go beyond compliance. In a world where data is currency and a customer-centric experience is the ultimate option, traditional lenders are falling behind in comparison to leaders in technology. APIs help them to achieve integration and deliver new services faster. Secondly, the API economy has empowered companies to be more successful, whether it's through leveraging third-party APIs to improve business processes, attracting and retaining customers, or producing an API as a product. Using APIs to leverage existing services helps you accelerate product delivery. Instead of building everything for your application, you can focus on building the truly innovative features. Managing everything, APIs, backend systems, infrastructure, deployment is challenging. You need to have visibility into what's being used and where. If you miss something, it could cost you. The API risks are high. Finally, in today's API economy, you either need to disrupt or risk being disrupted by your competitors. Let's look into today's headlines in VAR India. China's high-speed drone can fly for almost 24 hours. China has unveiled a high-altitude and long-endurance drone that can fly for around 24 hours and reach top speeds of 700 km per hour. It is being developed by aerospace CH UAV company. The CH-6 drone is aimed at high-end arms use, while its long flying range means it could be used for a variety of military and civilian missions. It can also carry out anti-submarine missions, maritime patrols, early warning missions, and close-range air support, China's Global Times said. Wall Street's biggest technology companies to lose $200 billion in market value. US 10 biggest technology companies lost more than $200 billion in market value in early trading as rising bond yields prompted investors to rotate out of pricey growth stocks. Shares of Google parent Alphabet, Amazon, Facebook, Twitter, and NVDA fell at least 3%. The sell-off was led by Alphabet and Amazon, who lost about $66 billion and $41 billion respectively. Tech stocks are particularly sensitive to rising rate expectations because their value rests heavily on future earnings, which are discounted more deeply when rates rise. Tata's super app named Tata Neu. Tata Group Chairman N. Chandrasekaran gave a sneak peek of the Tata Neu super app to its senior leadership. While the commercial launch of the Tata Neu is still some months away, as several pieces are yet to fall in place, the group has opened up the platform for use among its employees. Tata Neu will have a new loyalty program where customers can earn points redeemable for any other buys made on the platform. While the Tata Group is the first to get the ball rolling on a super app, a Bank of America report released in August said India has the potential to have 3 to 4 super apps. Promoters of Vodafone Idea to invest Rs 10,000 crore, says government. The promoters of Vodafone Idea, Vodafone PLC and the Aditya Birla Group have assured the government that they would put equity capital into the company, officials in the Department of Telecommunication told. The officials said the company executives have conveyed they intend to invest around Rs 10,000 crore in the company. According to sources, they are hopeful that Vodafone Idea would be in a much better position with the investments by the promoters and the competitiveness of the telecom sector would remain intact. Intel veteran Lim Kong to head AMD's Cloud Business Group as corporate VP. AMD has hired a former Intel data center executive to lead the cloud business for AMD's EPYC processors as it seeks to take more server market share away from its top competitor. An AMD spokesperson said Kong who started this month, will oversee all go-to-market activities for cloud and mega data center customers. She will also drive the company's engineering, optimization and benchmarking functions. She will report to Dan McNamara, another Intel veteran who has been leading AMD's server business unit since the beginning of 2020. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VAR India News Magazine. You can download the VAR India app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.